So we hope also that the honey pollen analysis project will help us update our bloom charts. And the bloom chart basically is identifying what plants are blooming in different sections of South Carolina at different times. So, you know, South Carolina is actually 4 unique ecosystems. You have a coastal zone, you have a coastal plain, sandhills, Piedmont, and even actually a 5th, a narrow band of mountains right at the very upstate. And so those different ecosystems have different plant communities, and it's likely that there are different plants that are important to honeybees in each of those zones, and they're blooming at different times. So our bloom charts help beekeepers understand what's blooming in their area and when it's available. Now, another project that we've got going on is we are participating in a grant funded by the USDA through the South Carolina Department of Ag by one of our master beekeepers, Mr. David McFawn. He has decided to try to determine what are the main nectar plants that honeybees use across South Carolina to produce the honey that our South Carolina honey producers make. And so what we're doing is we're actually submitting samples from 20 different sites around the state to have the pollen analyzed in the honey that the bees are collecting. And that pollen will help us identify the plant source that the bees are using for the nectar. And you know, through the course of the year, bees are using different plants, and that means they're producing different kinds of honey. So you can see some of the samples that we have been collecting. These are just 2 weeks apart. From that sample, which is sort of a dark amber honey, to this sample, which is a really light clear honey, to another sample, it's even purple honey. So we hope that this project helps us determine what the most important plants are for our honey producers and our honey bees, and where they occur and when they're blooming, so we can have the most productive beekeepers in the state. And that project will conclude in December. So we're hoping to have the analysis done and the publications produced next year for the beekeepers out there that are interested in producing honey in South Carolina.